Here rolling, and I see it says we got Trump speaking now at 3 p.m. today. He's speaking, so we'll have to see if that does anything to the market today. Which I don't think so, guys. I think it's going to be like this all week. We'll have to see what next week's going to be like for the charts here. So yeah, if you're trading um, later in the day, 3 p.m., which is kind of like you know around the power hour there, 3:45. Uh, just keep that in mind, right? Okay, so I've already set up the Nasdaq here, but we have to just wait, and it is 9:30 right now. So this is on 15-minute. Let's set up the US 30 chart here. So 7 p.m. That's the 20. So I gotta go 21st 7 p.m. here, and okay, so it's way up here. Uh, there you go. Okay, so we're from here to here basically for US 30, and I'm just zoomed out. That's why it looks like that. Right? That's right, right? 21. Yeah, today's 22nd. And yeah, guys, I still have this stupid freaking cold. It's I feel a lot better today than I did yesterday, but yeah, you gotta deal with it. It's going away. I think in 2 more days my voice will sound normal again if I don't do anything stupid. Like yesterday we went to the beach and I was wearing a long sleeve shirt and pants and just walking down the beach while Hayden and the dog were like playing. So, and then today now he's coughing, so it kind of sucks. And he's got to go to a soccer festival on Sunday. He's got like 4 games to play on Sunday, so we'll see how that goes. And this guy's still on the 15-minute chart. So yeah, it looks like we're getting a normal size move here in US 30. So who knows? Maybe they see that Trump news at 3 p.m. or whatever it is, and they're treating today like a normal trading day. Because the last two ones, I don't know, they haven't been really good. Like the Nasdaq yesterday, if you watched it, basically the entire session, it pretty much didn't, just went sideways. And then US 30 had some good moves, but it was pretty much all within a range. And then I think we had a break in US 30 as well yesterday there. Okay, so also our intraday trade that no one's taking. I'm just talking about them. Um, Yesterday, if we had have taken it, it would have been a loss. It was a short in the Nasdaq there. So we'll do that again today. Don't take this trade, guys. I'm just documenting it for like the months, uh, a couple months here, and then we'll decide if we want to have that as well for the people that can't scalp trade every single day. We'll just have an intraday trade for those people, and that'll be another like VIP thing only. So 33. So we can get this set up now. So it's just above the range, and there it is right there. Okay, so this is our trade setup. How big is this range? That's okay. 0.33. That's not that bad. I think yesterday was around that. I don't know. It seemed like it moved a lot quicker today. The Tokyo range is nothing. Is that even correct? Seems way too small. 7. Yeah, it's just really small today. Like, that's weird, eh? Look how small it is. So I guess Asia session just went sideways the entire session with US 30. I don't even look at US 30 during Asia just because the liquidity is so low in it. There's no point. Yeah, it's just really, really, yeah, it fell asleep during Asia session. And then Tokyo or London, it had a short basically, and then it went right back into it. So this could be a quite a waiting game um, here because now you can see it's just crawling. But if we get a long, I'll take it. Um, there, I gotta get into the account here. So I'm paper trading today, guys. If you guys know, I don't have this in the course, but part of my rule is if I make a big mistake in my trading, I paper trade either like the next 1 to 2 days, just kind of to punish myself. Um, and just I think it's a good thing to do. Like if you're going to school and you do something stupid, what does your teacher do, right? They kind of say like, okay, you got to do this other thing. So yeah, uh, I made it all. Guys, my trades last night was crazy during uh, Tokyo session. So if you guys saw that, you might be thinking, well, why are you punishing yourself? Like you basically made back your loss you had from New York yesterday. Like plus, like I'm ahead in my account. I think I'm at 51,000 something right now. But yeah, yesterday after New York session, we had like one profitable trade and then three losses after that. And I just didn't follow my risk management rules. The fourth trade, I didn't bother to change my lot size. Okay, we're starting to get this thing here. And yeah, I was just kind of stupid with it. So why? Huh. That's kind of weird. Anyways, my chart over here is not changing on my other screen. Yeah, so I today I'm just gonna paper trade today, and I'll leave my firm account alone. And I think everyone should do that. If you fail your test phase or you blow a funded account or something, just by like you basically you're gonna blow account if you don't follow your risk management, right? Like that's it, right? So if that happens to you, then paper trade for a couple days. Don't go out there and I kind of had a chat with one of the members yesterday about this. Was that he was like, "Oh, I'm going to go get a new account," and he'd just blown his account yesterday. I don't know if it was trading with me, but he blew his account and he was on a 25K account and he was like, "Oh, I'm going to go just get another one because it's not that much money, right? It's like 65 bucks. It's not really that much." But I said, "No, no, just wait. Just just wait a bit." And I think is this the yeah, just wait a bit. Paper trade for a couple days and then really like evaluate how you blew your account, right? And then go get another account if you want to do that or paper trade until you're like your mind's out of that. Because guys, when you blow your first account or second account or whatever, you get this feeling of like, oh, should I even do this? I suck, blah, 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 blah. And you got to understand, like, this is something like you have to master to make money at, right? So I find it funny when people make one mistake and they're like, oh, I suck, I quit or whatever. Yeah, you shouldn't be like that. And that's why I've made everything so cheap, like on my end. Like I'm not paying like if you go look at other stuff, guys, it's like $200 to $500 a month, right? For all these other communities that the pro like live trades in front of you. Um, I've made mine really cheap because I understand like it's frustrating when you first start because you just don't get what risk management is, right? Once you master risk management, that's when you become profitable. If you never master risk management, you're never profitable. You'll have like profitable days, but then you give it back, right? Because the risk management isn't proper. So this is really, sorry, messing with people, guys. As you can see, it's just going sideways. So there's a lot of traders right now entering short positions. Okay, so you could do that if you want. You can enter a short position. It's a very, very high risk trade. So you could go short on like one lot or something. I'm in my paper trading account, as I said at the start, just because I'm, you know, punishing myself today for yesterday. Um, so I'm gonna go like it's a 50K paper trading account. So I'm gonna go in one lot in this guy here, okay, and just enter a short position. Just remember this is like really freaking high risk because it's not our A plus setup. Our A plus setup would be a break above here. So I did get into a short position here. My entry is like it's pretty much at my entry right now. But it's showing signs of weakness. We see the news here. Okay, there's no red folder news. Trump speaks at 3. So people could be sitting on their hands, institutions, and they could be like, okay, we're just going to trade at 3, right? Okay, so this trades in a bit of profit here. The confirmation for like, oh, this is a good trade is when we get a body open below here. Your target is like this area because there's going to be a fair value gap here, right? If we look, there it is right there. Okay. So keep all that in mind when you're trading and then write that stuff down in your journal, guys. Like if you look at the news and there's nothing there, maybe you can trade within the range. You don't have to wait for that A plus setup. Okay. So I'm going to delete this line just because I think that's confusing for people. As they might be thinking, oh, I got to sell right here. You can if you want, but this is where price should probably go. So you want to put your sell order in this area, right? To get out of your position to take profit. If we get a body open above here, basically, then it means the trade's off. It's probably going to go up. And then we can actually take our A plus setup. Okay. So, if it does give you a loss, like who cares? We're going to get another trade out of it. Okay. So I'm putting my take profit down here. It's like 16 bucks or whatever, just because it's one lot. But it's just a practice. And you got to think, okay, I'm trading on one lot. I understand this is a really high risk trade. It's more of like a practice type thing. Just so you do this model a bunch of times, and then when you see it again, when you're confident you're trading, like months down the road or whatever, there it's giving the trade to us. Um, you'll see it, and you'll be confident in going in with a larger lot size, right? I'm just going in with small lots because of this. Like, there's no news here, guys. Like, no one's the last 3 days. Like, what has happened to us? We've got little pathetic little trades. Okay, so boom, it's pretty much at the take profit right now. Okay. So just took profit on that. And oh shit, I forgot to clear the balance on this account. Sorry, guys. I got my paper trading account because I was messing around with it last night. Here, I got to clear the balance on it. Anyways, you saw that was profitable. So I got to reset it to 50K because I don't really paper trade. Um, like if I was trading on my own, I just wouldn't trade today because I had a bad day yesterday, right? But I'm doing these lives, so I have to trade. And if I'm sitting here not trading and calling out trades, that's kind of weird, right? So yeah, paper trading is probably the best thing for me to do. If if in the normal world I'd be like, I'm not trading today, right? Like this week, guys, honestly, I would look at this and I'd be like, I'm not trading for the week. Like I made 4,000 something dollars last week. I don't need to trade this week, right? And by looking at this news here, it's telling you maybe don't trade, right? There's nothing here, right? There's nothing for the institutions. Sorry. So that trade played out. That's a profit. Okay. So we mark that one down. I set my account to 50K. Um, you know, on that trade there on the paper trading, guys, I think it was like $17 a profit. Anyways, I reset everything to 50K here just because I forgot to look at the balance in my little paper trade account there. Okay, so because I know I keep on talking about this, but because of this stuff, there's no news. We could go sideways here for a while, right? Or we could get like it'd be nice if we got a long and then it trended, but I don't know. Like we saw the Nasdaq yesterday, guys. It went sideways the entire session. It gave a couple short positions here, but it was not like it was nothing good, right? Like it basically broke a little bit down below our line, gave us an entry, and that was one of the losing trades, I believe, there because it never moved, right? It just was a liquidity sweep. So that's what could happen here is it gives us our entry, but it's a liquidity sweep, meaning it's taking liquidity from here. It's taking liquidity from like if price came back here somewhere, yeah, right here. Okay. So those are the things we have to watch for is if we do get a long position, if there's a body open above here, then it'll probably continue going up. Okay. But I would think that we'd probably get a liquidity sweep of this. Maybe it touches that. Uh, but I think overall, I think the direction is like just sideways within this range for the session. There's more liquidity here than there is up here, right? So if there is institutional trading today, which I don't think too many institutions are like, yeah, let's do it, they would want to bring price down here, likely, right? There's more volume down here, right? Okay. So those are kind of all the things that I'm looking at when, we get an open and stuff is I'm looking at like, okay, where would they want to have price? And it just makes it really hard when there's this going on. And you look at that and there's nothing there, right? Trump speaking at 3. So here we go. Okay, let's just hope it touches this and then comes back down. Geez, sorry guys. Nothing I can do about it. I cough, I cough. It is 9:46, so we can set this guy up. This is our NASDAQ. Okay. So I'm not taking a trade here if we get a body open above the green line. I would want a body open above this black line. Okay. Just because I know um, they probably just want to make it touch the black line or go a little bit above and then pull it right back down. Or who knows? Maybe it just keeps on going up. We don't know. You don't know till it happens. So it's touched our line. Even if we were to take this trade, guys, we don't have our entry yet, anyways. Like the entries on the normal A plus setup, a body open above the green line there. This guy here, this has good reason to actually give us a long position because you can see it's the Tokyo. It's in the Tokyo range. It's above the VWAP. The only thing I don't like this. Like I keep on going back to this because that's kind of what I'm thinking about is why this week hasn't been good is because there's no news. And normally I'd be super excited about this trade here, taking a long position all the way up to here. But, do we have enough traders, people with big, big money that says no to push price all the way up there in one go? Or is it going to just go like this for a while and then give us our trade? Right. Okay. So we wicked above there. So it took out the liquidity from up top. Back here. That was our line. Okay. So it took that out. And now we got to wait and see. Here. So we want to see what I'd like to see is things go sideways here and then it kind of give us a short opportunity. That would be good. If we get a body open above the line, then I'm going to trade long because that's a better, it's telling us that there's a high probability it could continue going up. Um, even though for institutions it'd make more sense for them to put price down today, but we, you know, who knows, right? Okay, this thing got rejected at that level, so we'll see. Maybe this is just we're going to see something like this here, maybe just sideways. Have to wait and see. It's trying to go up, guys, or who knows? Maybe we have a day like yesterday. Remember, it did this yesterday. Price ended up like way up here in our session, but it was just neutral candles the whole way up. So that's why I'm saying, like, okay, if you're trading on your own and you're not doing what I'm doing, and like people are showing up to trade with you, you look at this, guys. This is one of your confirmations not to trade that week. Okay, like being a trader, it doesn't mean you have to trade every single day. It's just it'll give you confirmations of like, okay, what is my likeliness of making money, right? This is one that's telling you you're not going to have a good week, basically, because there's nothing there. There's Trump speaking at 3. So there's a lot of people looking at this and they're like, oh, I'm going to trade after 3. I'm going to trade power hour, right? Which is like a lot of people say 3:45 to 4:45, right? So a lot of people are looking at that and they're like, okay, I'll just trade at that time. So let's look at this. So this is good. This is kind of what I want to see. I don't want to actually see it go up and do what it did yesterday to us and just kind of like crawl up there. Oh, there. See, it's doing what it did to us yesterday. So now it's going to actually give us our entry model. And we could have a result like we had yesterday, guys, where we get in trades and then they keep on giving us our stop model, right? Our mental stop loss. So keep that in mind as well, meaning that I would just have this if you want to trade today, have this as like a fun day, a learning day, and trade on one lot. Like I know one lot in US 30 is like nothing. You're making dollars. But yeah, it's better to be safe than sorry. Okay. So this is going to give us an entry model, a body open above, it looks like probably within the next two candles there. And we have a trend line here, pretty much. That's the trend line. But you can see it keeps on there, it broke the trend line. Right? So I really don't want to see a body open above that. I'd rather see us come back down here and then the price go down. But, this is the mistake we made yesterday, guys. It kept on giving us our entries for long positions and then it kept on doing this to us and it just makes it really freaking difficult to trade. Okay. This guy here. So sideways, same as yesterday, just going sideways. Um, Gold was actually the one that would have been good to trade yesterday. So a lot of neutral stuff there as well, like a lot of big wicks and smaller bodies. But yeah, the trend is up, and I think it's getting a pullback right now. Let's look at the 15-minute chart. Oh, I got to remove all my stuff from yesterday. Okay, so we've got really strong support here. So it could give us a pullback to about there. And let's see. Yeah, big strong uptrend. Um, so this might be a gold setup, guys. We get below here, probably go sideways a bit. We get below here, and then we could take a short position because on the 15-minute chart, that would show signs that it's bearish. It's starting to go bearish because there'd be a bunch of neutral candles and all that there, right? You wouldn't want to just go short right now. Like you might get lucky, but this would be a good target for it to come down here. So we'll keep that in mind for a gold trade. US 30, it's the same as yesterday, guys. It is giving like it's going up, but it's just like, what do you do, right? So that's why trade on one lot. Okay, it's almost giving us an entry here. Man. 22 people watching. Sorry guys, I'm sick, but you know, gotta show up for you guys, right? Yeah, I don't know what to do with my son when he's sick because I don't want to because I when I was a kid, like when we were sick, but there's no video games. There was like Atari and stuff like that, but we didn't have that kind of stuff. We had like an old wooden TV. It's massive. So my mom used to let us watch like an hour and a half of TV when we were sick. But he's like kids these days, they like he's got like the what is it called? Like a looks like ski goggles, but it's like got videos in it, VR or something like that. So he's got all this stuff, and I'm kind of like, I don't know if he should be on that when he's sick, like for long periods of time, right? Because he'll get on there with his friends for like 4 hours, and he'll play like VR for an hour, and then they'll go and play PlayStation and stuff like that, right? Like when it's like raining and stuff outside. Okay, so this is the trade I'd want is something like this here. So I'd want to see this price go up here. So I'm looking at the Nasdaq now, guys. I really this just gives me yesterday's vibes. We get in and we keep on getting stopped out of US 30. So Nasdaq, if we get a body open above this green line, I'll take a long position. Once again, because of this, guys, everything is high risk. And I should have said that yesterday. I should have talked more about that the trading is high risk Okay, so we got a body on the line there. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to go. I think you should do one lot, but I'm in a paper trading account. So there's a part of me that's like, I don't really care. So I'm going to go in with like 5 lots on this paper trading account. Just, I don't know, for fun, but it's a buy position. Okay. We can add our trend line. But yeah, guys, you should be doing one lot today. Today's not really a day about, oh, let's make a bunch of money. Let's let's just learn some stuff, right? Oh, jeez. Okay, so my 5 lots are in $10 a profit. And yeah, price should, kind of creepy crawl up here. I would think. US 30 is giving us a long position, so take it if you want. Um, Maybe I'll take it as well, just because I am paper trading and I don't really. We'll do we'll do 6 lots of US 30 here. We'll see what happens there. Anyways, I like the Nasdaq trade the best. I'm gonna add a trend line to this thing here. And we could be in the trades for a long time today, guys, because look at the price. Like it's just crawling, right? Okay. And I think like today, if I get 50, well, there you go. I'll take that profit. That's 120, $30. Okay. So the NASDAQ trade I got out of, and then this guy here I'm gonna get out of. So that gave me $200 of profit, but you guys can stay in it if you want. I'll just show you my paper trading balance, which doesn't mean anything, guys. It's paper trading, but still, it's real. We're reading the charts, we're doing price action there. Okay. And I'll tell you guys when you should get out of the trade. Where's my garbage bin? There it is. Okay. US 30. I would get the hell out of that trade. These are two really big bullish candles. Okay. We didn't look at targets above, so we don't really know. We just know for the NASDAQ, we want it to be like up somewhere in this area. We're going to go to the left. Like that's a pretty big move. We got in on this candle here, right? So that's a good move. This guy, we'll go look back here and we'll see. Okay, so there's that right there, which I'm sure it's touched. And there's going to be fair value gaps through here. Oops. Okay, so yeah, this is probably where price is going to have a little issue at is these two lines, which I think it's already hit that one line almost. Okay, so for this guy here, we know this is a wick. So you could take your 100% like around pretty much around where it is now or, kind of in that area. Oh, I'll put on the normal candles here. We got in on this candle here. So it's in like a little idiot. It's higher than when I took my profit. I took like $80 or something or $70 from that. So yeah, you can see also these wicks here. I'll zoom in. I know you can't see that good. Um, these wicks here on our next candle it opens. If this next candle, the wick doesn't go above here, above this one, then it's showing signs that it might pull back down, right? So this is probably the area to sell is within this area here. Okay. It'll probably pull back down a bit and then go back up here, maybe. Okay. So there's the break of the trend line. So that's your first sign, like, okay, maybe get out of the trade. This one here looked bang on, eh? That sell. So it's giving you another chance to get out in your nice big profit there. Okay. So it's created a higher, no, that's the equal wick. Okay. So anytime now you'd want to take your profit in that trade at any time. There, it's pretty much touched it. Okay. So we could also take a trade from here to here if we get a body open above this line, but the price would have to move really slow, or it'll just wick up here, right? But I think we're going to have a bit of sideways action here. We'll have to wait and see. There. And then this one here, we got out pretty much perfect because that was the candle we got out on that. there. We can get rid of this. And it looks like this is going to have a pullback here. This guy might just go right to there to this top line, but I think that we're going to have a bit of a pullback. Like I think the Nasdaq's going to look something like this pretty soon. Okay, so I took 2 trades there, guys, which is not good, but I'm in a paper trading account, so that's really why I did it. Like I was in 2 positions at the same time. I got my Vietnamese mother-in-law's drink. She makes this stuff. It tastes really, really bad, but it's good. It makes the I drink one every single day because I used to get sick a lot. I have a weak immune system. It's ginger, garlic, and honey, and then you just put hot water in it. And she gives it to me like just ginger, garlic, and honey in like a container. You drink it is that exactly what you drink too? I don't know if it's Vietnamese, but she's Vietnamese and she's like, "Oh, you gotta take this stuff." So yeah, we all 3 of us take it. Oh, you have cinnamon in yours. Yeah, I know there's no cinnamon in mine, but my wife doesn't like cinnamon, so maybe that's why she doesn't put cinnamon in it. Yeah, but I swear this stuff works. Like, I used to get sick probably every 2 months. I'd sound like this, like I'd have some weird cold thing. So there you go, Nasdaq starting to come back down. Um, and then I started drinking that every single day, and, I'm good now, I think. Like, I think I get sick like a normal person now, like, just a couple times a year. Turmeric. Maybe she does put turmeric in it. I don't know, it's hard to tell because you can't really, because the garlic and ginger is so strong, I don't know if there's turmeric in it. I'll have to ask her. You haven't had a cold in 2 years? Man, I wish I was like that. That's pretty good. In the Bahamas, we call it bitters. Yeah, bitters is, like a drink it's not a drink, it's like something you add to your drinks, like, at a bar. I used to work in a bar. Like, I used to bartend a long time ago. When I lived in Japan for 6 years, guys, when I was in my 20s. Well, I was in my late teens, actually. I was, 19 when I went there, and, yeah, I worked in a bar, so I used to do bartending and stuff, and bitters is like I remember bitters is something like it's an Australian thing, I think. But, yeah, maybe bitters is what they in the Bahamas, they call this drink, but it's horrible, it tastes so bad, and, every time I drink it, my wife's like, "Don't come near me," because my breath smells so bad, like garlic, but I swear it works. Okay, look at that. Look at our position. Like we did pretty damn good in that. This was our target to sell. I sold like I think around here, you know. Um that's one of my issues, which I don't really feel it's an issue, is I exit trades early, but I trade on a big lot size normally, right? Like I'm scalp trading. So I don't know. It's kind of like, okay, I make the profit I want to make, so I don't really feel I'm not like, staying in my trade long enough because I'm making the profit. But yeah, most, scalp traders, they'll be like, "Oh, you gotta squeeze everything you can out of it." It's like, "No, I just trade on bigger lot size," you know, and then I can make my money within a minute. But yeah, this is coming down here. Uh, I think we're gonna go up here, guys. So, I don't really know where we could do. Yeah, I just don't trust this to take a long position here. This guy's really trying to break up more. But we should get another couple trades out of this thing. Let's look to see what gold's like. The 15-minute is very straight up. Yeah. Yeah, I think with everything here, it's because of that open, right? And that continued going up. This guy here is, yeah. Yeah. So it's very bullish. That's why well, part of it, why I think that price will be up here and take out this high with the NASDAQ. Um, but there's a part of me kind of feels like we're going to get more sideways action here now. And then later in the day, they're actually gonna take that out with the news, right? Whatever Trump's gonna say. And this just feels like yesterday. That's why I'm like, I don't really wanna look at US 30 because it's really hard to trade this stuff, guys, with our model of the break of the trend line. So we get a early, like, we get out of the position really quick if it goes against us. But yeah, it is bullish. Let's look at the gold. So gold just continued going up. Okay. So this is really freaking high risk, but it's showing signs we can take another long position here. There's a part of me that feels it's going to go sideways, but I'm going to do it because I'm in a paper trading account. Oh, geez, sorry. But yeah. So I jumped in a long, see how it goes here. This is really freaking high risk, guys. This trade here, like my gut feeling is no, no, it's going to go down. It's going to go sideways. But the fundamentals are saying like we at least need to go to here, right? So in the next candle, I'll add my trend line and we'll see what happens. Okay. If we get too much sideways action, I'll just get out. Or if it like, you know, shows that it's just going to go back down, then I'll get out here. But really what we need is we need a wick higher than than this one here, which would probably take us to our target. Yeah, it's pulling back. Maybe I'll put a Halls in. Yesterday I was like sucking on that cough drop. Okay, yeah, sideways action. Sideways. So if we get a hopefully you guys didn't take that trade. Anyways, I'm gonna if we get a body open here, I'm gonna switch my bias and I'm gonna go short. That's what I'm gonna do. And I'll just take a massive loss on this paper trading account, which is more than my profit. Yeah. Okay. So I jumped in a quick short here. We'll see what happens. But this is just messing with people. Okay, that's good for our short position. So on that trade, I just lost all my profits that I made on the this good trade that I had, you know? And that was my third trade. So, if we weren't doing this, I'd be done anyways. The trade I took before, right? Okay, so let's look for a target for this. I don't know if any of you guys took this long or the short that I just got in, but so we're looking at this green line here basically. There's fair value gap all the way through here, but it looks like this is where we're going to come down to. There's one right here as well. Okay. This is really far away. We can add a trend line to it. And this is a make or break point. Like if we get a body open, why is it there you go. Basically below these wicks here, right? It should come all the way down this green line. We'll have to see. But looks like we got 30 more seconds. It looks like it's gonna. I just dropped something on the. Oh no, it's my cable. You have to see what happens here. There you go. That's good. Okay, so that's what I want to see. And Come on down. Okay. It's pretty much at our area where you're gonna wanna take profit there. Okay. Oh, shit. Anyways, it put my 50K account back to, like, 50K. So, yeah, anytime here, guys, you could take your profit. It's, like, at that green line, right? Okay. It should come down and touch this black line, but this is so strong, this green line. It's the open, range. Okay. Anyways, my little paper trading account is back to, I'll take a screenshot of the account balance. It's, like, back to 50K. It's like, "Oh, where'd that go?" I took a screenshot and it disappeared. There it is there. Here, I'll bring it over. There you can see. So it's back. It's back. So I lost like that last trade that I did was a freaking huge loss. Oh, geez. Okay, and then it's going back up. So we're gonna have like it's gonna just do this for a while, but it should probably come down to here or maybe even down to here. And then I think the end of the day, I think it will take this out. The end of the day, I'm not saying just go in a long position right now, but I think overall it will come up here, like probably after this 3 p.m. They might just throw price sideways for all morning. We'll have to see. Gold, gold just keeps on going up and then does these little sideways moves. Let's look at US 30. Whoa, US 30. Okay, so US 30, we could actually take a trade here. This is a level that's going to want to break. Okay, remember it's after 10 a.m. Everything is high risk right now, guys. Oh man, there's like nothing there. Anyways, it's going to come down. It could come down to here, but we've got this strong point there. So I'm going to take a short in US 30. Okay. Once again, I know everyone knows this, but I'm paper trading today. So keep that in mind. Okay. So we'll see how that trade there goes. Okay. So trade four was a loss, trade five was a profit. And then we're in a sixth trade right now, which this doesn't look good, but that's not a Hintaki candle. Yeah. And look at that. It's just going sideways. The NASDAQ. So have to wait and see. Okay. So it's gonna see where it went sideways here. It's gonna have trouble like in this area, but it should come down roughly to like basically here, like a double bottom type thing. So if you want, you could take profits. Like I know that's hardly anything, but like right now, you could take profits if you want in this trade. It's only $9 for me if I was to take the profit. Um, but yeah, if I was really caring about my trade, I'd probably take the profit right now because of all this back here. But I'm in the paper trading account, so maybe I'll just let this one see what happens with it. Okay, because these candles are nice. If you look at the Hintakiashi candle, but you got to watch the wicks. Like it's making equal wicks right now. Okay, but we do have this little trend line here. Okay, so if we get too much of this, there, that's good. That's what we want to see. It's like a continuation, right? Okay. And honestly, guys, days like today, like if I have a break even or if I have a little tiny profit, like say $100 on a 50K account or something like that, that's fine. Like you should be proud of that type of move when the market's like this. Like this is very, very hard to trade in. Markets like this where it just goes sideways, extremely hard to trade in. So, if you're making money today, be proud of it. Okay. So I got out of the trade. I know this area here, it's going to have really big problems. Okay. And it's like at that area, right? So I got out of that trade. Wasn't really that much, but now I've got my balance back to over the 50,000 there, right? So that's 6 trades. Holy smokes. 6 trades in sideways action. Well, the US 30s, it pumped today. Okay, the Nasdaq hit our target, but we already got out of that trade back here. And this is the next target for it. So if you get a body open below this black line, this could be another trade down to the VWAP. Okay. I don't want to be taking trades really, really quick, but I'm just telling you guys like what I'm thinking here and seeing. Okay. And because it's moving so quickly, like it could not even give you an entry model. It could wick all the way down here. But like if you've been on this session for all this time, you've seen 6 trades, right? Which is a lot for an hour. Like we've been trading for 40 minutes basically, right? No, yeah. Yeah, about 45 minutes. You're up 40 bucks. You're on paper trading as well. Yeah, I just think that's the way to go. And I wish I had have like kind of thought about that at the start of the week when I saw this, but I've written it down in my journal. Like if there's no news, normally I wouldn't trade. I would just be like, "Oh, I'm going to take the week off, maybe go somewhere or something. It's the summer, something like that." Um and just not trade, but I'm doing the VIP lives and stuff like that. So we basically have to trade, right? Like, I'm not going to sit there and say, "Hey guys, sorry, we're not trading." You just stare at me for an hour, right? Um, but yeah, I've written that down in my journal is when I see things like this and I'm doing the VIP live, I'm gonna paper trade or I'm gonna trade on one lot the entire time, even if it's an A plus setup. Because I think that's the way to go. Um, like that. So this is actually like really doing good here. But yeah, anywhere in this area, like you can see it went sideways here. So it probably start to go sideways here in this area. And I forgot to do my intraday bias trade. I think we started talking about it at the start of the live, and the market was pretty neutral, so I didn't say anything. But yeah, US 30 kind of looking like I think it's going to go sideways, as you guys know. This one never gave us an entry. Okay, so we can get rid of this line here. And then we'll look at gold again. Okay, so you should be out of that US 30 trade, right? It's showing signs now it wants to go back up. The next question here is like, do you trade long here? If you look at the 15-minute, it's now showing this as signs of like a top, right? So I don't think I would trade long, even though a lot of times on the 15-minute, it'll go give you some neutral candles, which it could give you a trade here. So yeah, you know, if you wanted to go long, it's like really, really high risk, but there is probably targets through here. Like, yeah, all the way up here, right there. Okay. So you want to short the US 30? Yeah, you could. There's a lot of intraday traders that are thinking that right now, right? They're probably not looking at Hintakeyashi candles, right? Most traders trade on the standard candle, so they're probably looking at this and they're thinking they want to short. Um, there, but I kind of see. Let's just kind of hold off and maybe not do that for now. Um, I think it's going to go sideways a bit, but yeah, if it starts to show signs that it wants to go back up to here, we could take a trade. This guy here is totally neutral. It's just ranging. Let's look at the gold again. So gold's coming back down. We have a trade set up here, guys. Uh, I guess we can adjust this now a bit because price. Oh wow, look at the Nasdaq. So let's actually put like a line in here for a short position. There you go. So if price comes down here and breaks this level, we could short all the way through here. So this might be a trade for after the session there. And I don't trust this at all. Just, that it's kind of trending down now on the 1 minute chart. The bias overall is it should be up here near the end of the day. Uh, but yeah, it kind of looks like it's trending it down a bit, even though this wick here is now equal with this one. So we'll have to see. If we get a body open above here, guys, that would be my sign for, hey, let's get in some long positions in the NASDAQ. But for now, anything in here, I just don't want to look at. Like, I don't want to trade if price is within here. So yeah, NASDAQ, if we get a body open above there, long position, gold short below here. Gold is just like, this is the hourly chart on gold, like really bullish. I was talking about this yesterday at the end of the live, is I think the trend is about to reverse on the higher time frames with gold. So it yeah, I still think that, guys. It's starting. Okay. If you really back out on gold, it's really come down a lot. But basically, like this area here, once price is above that, this is for intraday trading or swing trading, which means holding your position for a day, like the entire day, or like weeks or months is swing trading, right? So there'll be a lot of those traders that get in, they have a really small position size and they have their like, this is their entry, this is their stop loss, and then their take profits like here or like, 4 to 1 or whatever up there, or even like way up here, right? Okay, this is what they're looking at. So you could keep that in mind as well. If you have a portfolio and you're not trading with firms, that's a trade setup there that's like pretty damn good, right? Okay. So I'm going to delete that just because that's what I don't teach, because that kind of trading drives me crazy. I really tried to do intraday trading, but I just couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle leaving my chart and not like constantly looking at it. So I'm like, nope, I'm a scalp trader. And that wasn't that long ago. Like probably 3 years ago, I was really thinking like, oh, I'm going to try intraday trading and try and do that. But yeah, I couldn't do it. I just didn't have the patience to not stare at my chart the whole time. Okay, so let's go back here, back to the 1 minute, and this guy here. So good thing we didn't take a long position. Look at it. It's back down to our really, really strong point. So this is where I'd want to look and think about, okay, do I want to take a long position? Would be within this area, like see if it goes sideways here, because we have this fair value gap way up here. Um, there. So that could be a trade. This guy here could give us our entry for the trade we were talking about back here. A body open, basically below this body here. And then we could take a short. So guys, there's like, once you learn to trade, like you can see here, I've been sitting here for 10 minutes just telling you trade setups, right? So that's another thing I love about scalp trading is once you have a model and you get like a lot of like XP points, which is like time in the on the charts, trading and stuff like that. I can literally come in, take 10 minutes and find endless amounts of trades, right? So, yeah, it's never a question of like, oh, when do I trade or what do I trade or anything like that. As long as you're trading when there's liquidity in the session, like session opens basically, right? Like 9:30 to 10:30 or 11 or something like that, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. And then London session, basically anytime during London, you can just trade. It's kind of like New York, except London's easy. I think London's easier to trade because it trends. Like it does stuff like this the entire session, right? Where it just has nice moves. And New York tends to do things like this where it goes sideways a lot, but does give you, with those sideways moves, it gives you nice breaks of levels. So you get really good trades when it breaks the levels. But yeah, when once you master a model with scalp trading, you can basically just look at a chart and then boom, you'll constantly just keep on finding trades. Okay. So still didn't give us our entry for that guy. This guy here is struggling. This is where it's going to definitely have a big struggle. You can see back here, you can see right here, and then, could do something like this, just sideways here, give a couple wicks below, and then go back up to here. Okay. So we only have 5 more minutes for the day here, but that's what I'd be looking at. I'd be looking at a long position here. I would keep this in the back of my mind, which is gold. And I would be thinking about a short position from below here. Okay. From below there. The NASDAQ, uh, there's this trade here, which I think it's good, but I don't think it's as good as the US 30 trade. There's this trade here, which I think is like that's good, but we're a long ways away from price being up here. And I think it'll be there at the end of the day for a New York session. If we don't break below the VWAP. If we break below the VWAP, there's probably no hope for it to give us this trade. But yeah, there's lots of opportunity. Oh, jeez. And yeah. So, 10:26 and man, you guys 20 people watching still. That's good. Normally close to 10:30 it's like people just start dropping off because we've did our trades. And I'm always saying, "Hey guys, do 3 trades and then that's it." So a lot of times once I call the 3rd trade and it's finished, we got a lot of people leaving because it's like they've done their trades, right? Can you quickly explain the gold short you see? Okay, so go over here to gold. Okay. Also, I know all the VIP members know this, but this is what we trade on, guys. So this is the actual gold contract you trade on with a firm. This is US 30 MYM. It's a micro contract. Okay. This is the NASDAQ. Okay. It's all in the course. But I know a lot of the standard members, you guys don't fully go through the course. That's fine. You guys do what you want. Like I'm going to be here to help people out, but please go through the course if you have the time. Like it makes sense, right? So this is the Nasdaq what we chart on. This is US 30 which we chart on. This is gold what we chart on. Okay? So I like to chart on these charts here, which I call them like full futures contracts. Um that's not what they're called, but anyways, that's what I call them because they wick nicer than the micros or the mini contracts, okay? So this is the gold setup. So it's very simple, 1 minute chart. Your entry point for the short position is just back here, a break of this. Like, look at all this, right? And then if we zoom out on this, you'll see gold went sideways forever here, right? So it's extremely strong point down here. Okay. If price comes down here. So if it breaks this level, it's probably going to come down to like around this area or even right into this box there. Okay. So that's basically my gold trade. But the overall trend, if we go the high time frame for gold, it's starting to go back up. So I don't know if we'll get that trade, but you can see where it is. Like it makes sense for it to be back down here, even if the trend on the higher time frames is, oh, it's going to go up, right? Like that would be a nice, like, I call them like a breath of air, right? When it has a pullback, it's like it taking a breath, right? So it'd be a nice little pullback and then a continuation up. On the higher time frames, it says it could come down to like this level, but we don't trade on that time frame. This is the 4 hour time frame, right? So it could hit here and then go whatever and then have a pullback down to here. Like that would make sense for the start of a big uptrend, right? Okay. Because I think this is some sort of bottom for gold. It looks like it. Anyways, that's my gold analysis there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, guys, there's some traders out there that they don't even use a chart. They use something called a DOM and footprint. And a lot of institutional traders use that. They don't even look at the candles. They look at the orders, like what people are doing. And yeah, they don't even look at a chart. So there's so many ways that you can learn trading. And yeah, I've spent a lot of time just learning different models, learning different, like I bought a course about how to read DOM and footprint and all that kind of stuff. And what I teach you guys in this course here, I feel for someone who's like new or intermediate trader, this is by far the easiest way to trade and to actually where you can just set aside an hour a day and you can just look at a chart and find trades, right? I think like what you learn in here is it's the simplest way to learn how to trade. So if you haven't been through the course, I highly recommend you go through the course. If you find it like, oh, it's too many lessons, it takes too long, all that kind of stuff, just take your time with it. Like even if it takes you a month to get through 5 days of content, just do it. Like I know people are busy, people have kids, people have full-time jobs, all that kind of stuff, right? But yeah, don't rush through the course. I've had a couple members do that, and I noticed the members that rush through things, they just quit. They'll be here for like a month and then they'll just leave. Or the members that don't finish the course, they those are the guys that leave as well. So try to finish things off, guys, because I've made it affordable for I think anyone. Like I think anyone can go and put $9 on a credit card and under like that's honestly, guys, like $9 a month is what it is, and it doesn't take you a month to get through here. So you'll know if you like trading and you feel like okay, I learned enough and stuff like that for $9, which I think is an amazing deal. So it's not really like a money issue for most people. It's just do they want to give their time to it when it's something you have to learn. And there's so many things out there, guys, that are like, "Oh, put your money in this system or go buy this cryptocurrency or stuff like that." And it's great and it's fun, but it's not something that you can like rely on kind of thing. And I don't want to say, "Oh, you can rely on trading," but once you get good at trading, I don't want to say you can rely on it, but you can once you get good at it, you can pay your bills with it, right? It's just the odd time you're gonna have bad days and stuff like that. And it's much more beneficial beneficial to you to go and spend $100 on a prop firm challenge, learn, understand like risk management, all that stuff, than just bouncing around and crossing your fingers and hoping you get lucky with like some crypto or something like that. Which I'm not saying don't buy crypto. Like I buy crypto, guys, but um yeah, if you want some way to build like an external income for yourself or something, I think trading is like one of the best things you can do is just learn how to trade. And I think scalp trading is the one that most people like that's what they want because it's like a daily income that you can do, right? Intraday trading, you have more losses because you're taking like one trade a day, right? So there'll be a lot of days where you don't make money. And then uh swing trading's the one where you go and you like hold a position for a week or like months on end type thing. And those are the ones where you can get like huge paydays. But if it doesn't work out for you, then your next setup might come to you in months, right? So yeah, that's why really the course is based around scalp trading is that reason because it's something you can just do every single day. Like I'm here every single day, right? So sadly, for the last 15 minutes, 20 minutes, guys, we didn't find a trade. The session is over. Yes, you need to make average over months or over a year. Yeah. Yeah. That's the truth to this stuff, guys. Like you can't come in here and then think like, oh, I'm gonna be able to pay all my bills or change my life or anything like that, like next month or next week or something. It's not like that. Like it's a skill you have to learn. And if you break your risk management, you're not learning anything. So that's what I'm saying. Like understanding a model to trade, mastering that model, like that's what the course is. It teaches you a model, right? And then understanding your risk management. And I talk about risk management all the way through most of these, right? And then this is a full-on risk management course. This is where I learned my risk management was this course, right? It wasn't from watching some YouTube videos or anything. I know these are on YouTube, these videos, but it wasn't from like going and watching hours of YouTube videos or anything like that. It was is from watching this course and then it like hitting me like, holy shit, that's how you become profitable is by just managing your risk. That's it. And then boom, you have a model that works. You do your risk management, and then you'll notice it's like, okay, I have bad days, I have good days, but the end of the week, the end of the month, I have something to pay my bills with, to pay my well, I don't have car payments, but to pay like cell phone bills and my mortgage and that type of thing, right? Okay. So That's it for today's session, guys. Sorry there was so much talking at the end. There was no trade. Like we kept on looking at like, oh, this is a trade, US 30. This was our next trade we were looking at. It didn't give the entry, it just kept on coming down, coming down here. This was a trade here in the NASDAQ, either this way or this way. It didn't give any entry in the NASDAQ. But we did do 6 trades today. If you were to watch the VIP live and go through everything, we did 6 trades, which is pretty damn good, I think, for an hour there. Okay, so that's it from me. We went a little bit overtime today. It's 10:35, but thanks for coming, guys. There's still 17 people watching. That's awesome. And I'll see you guys. I think tomorrow I'll be good. Like I'm feeling a lot better now with my cold, right? So I'll see you guys tomorrow, 9 a.m. EST at the VIP live. I'm on the wrong screen. I gotta log out of it over here. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow there. Thanks for everyone coming out. And yeah, see you guys tomorrow.